So I never did a video about Eminem's cringy diss track, but he's kind of whining that nobody's paying him any attention, so I thought I'd do that. I thought I'd step in and really help you out here, Eminem. Let's watch your amazing track and let's see what you have to say. I'm sure it's really, really insightful. I mean, personally, I don't like Eminem's music anyway. I'm not into rap, so it's, you know, it's not, I've not got any particular opinion on his skills as a rapper. I just know that he's white and that's problematic.
It's the calm before the storm right here.
How rich is Eminem? He must have, like, you know, tens of millions of dollars. And he starts his video in a fucking parking lot, in a multi-story car park. Is that it? Does this make you street? I mean, I've been in car parks. Does that make me street? I don't know how any of this works, as you can tell. Who are the ethnic diversity in the background, just out of interest? Just curious. I mean, and how old is Eminem these days? I mean, he must be well into his 40s.
Wait, how was I gonna start this off? I forgot. Oh yeah. That's an awfully hot coffee pot. Should I drop it on Donald Trump? Probably not, but that's all I got till I come up with a solid...
Why was that word muted? I don't know what that was supposed to be. I mean, I thought he was going to say, until I come up with a solid plan. I mean, would that be conspiring against the President of the United States? I don't know, but, like, really, a coffee pot, that's how the storm's going to begin, is it, Eminem? Just maybe should have scripted this in advance. Maybe should have, like, written out some notes. I don't know.
Got a plan and now I gotta hatch it like a damn Apache with a tomahawk. I'ma walk inside a mosque on Ramadan and say a prayer that every time...
He's going to convert to Islam, is he? He's just going to... Eminem converts to Islam because of Donald Trump. Okay, all right, carry on.
Talks. She gets a mouth. I'ma stop.
That would be for the best.
But we better give Obama props, cause what we got in office now's a kamikaze that'll probably cause a nuclear holocaust. And while the drama pops and he waits for shit to quiet down, he'll just gas his plane up and fly around till the bombing stops.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if like Donald Trump's like an American nationalist, of all the things I think that Donald Trump doesn't want, and just to be charitable, I think a nuclear holocaust across the United States is probably really high up on there on the things he doesn't want to happen. Just saying. I mean, I'm kind of sick of defending Donald Trump at this point, especially with his opinion on net neutrality. But like, like just being realistic about what Trump might actually want, I don't think nuclear war is it. But he is in charge of the hegemon of the world, and if you're the hegemon of the world, it's important to maintain that position. So, I mean, I'm just saying that he's kind of got to act tough. In fact, Obama's weakness was really embarrassing. Especially, there was a viral post going around comparing Obama to Putin. Putin's like all rugged and masculine, and Obama was a faggot. And I'm just saying, you know, I mean, it doesn't really affect his presidential style overtly, but there are all these kind of subtle indicators, and like there was another one where he was at a speech and he couldn't get the audience under control. They just kept giving him shit, and he had to kind of go into like street mode and start talking black to the audience. It was just like fucking cringe. So yeah, American politics is total cringe at the moment, but it's, you know, amusing enough. God save the emperor.
Intensity's heightened. Tensions are rising. Trump, when it comes to giving a shit, you're stingy as I am. Except when it comes to having the balls to go against me, you hide them.
So you're calling out a 70-year-old man, are you? Are you going to fight him? Are you fisticuffs? You don't look like much of a fighter, to be honest.
Because you don't got the nuts like an empty asylum.
Sounds like toxic masculinity to me.
Racism's the only thing he's fantastic for. Cause that's how he gets his rocks off and he's orange.
And Eminem's not racist, he's got black friends.
Yeah, sick tan. That's why he wants us to disband, cause he cannot withstand the fact we're not afraid of Trump. Walking on eggshells, I came to stomp. That's why he keeps screaming, drain the swamp, cause he's in quicksand.
Yeah, I don't think that's the reason. But I don't think he's really afraid of you either. In fact, I think that if you had said maybe Donald Trump isn't so bad, maybe we can get along with him, he would probably suck your fucking dick, mate. You know, he would probably literally tweet out, Eminem's brilliant, best rapper ever, blah, 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 whatever, you know, the sort of normal shit he tweets. If you had approached him in a way that wasn't just this. And I'm just saying, like, it's about kind of like knowing what you're dealing with. You know, it's about being sensible, looking at your options and going, right, okay, I could do this diss track, which will totally make me cool again, or I could actually get his attention, and he will actually pay attention because he's a man who actually gives a fuck about pop culture, which is amazing to me because I really don't. But anyway, carry on, Eminem. Sorry, I'm sure you've got something really important to say.
It's like we take a step forwards then backwards, but this is his form of distraction. Plus he gets an enormous reaction when he attacks the NFL, so we focus on that instead of talking Puerto Rico with gun reform from the...
Hang on. Didn't Colin Kaepernick start this? Didn't he be like, right now I'm bending the knee to Donald Trump. I just can't get over it. I'm bending the knee to Donald Trump as a protest against Donald Trump. Didn't they start that? I mean, I haven't really been following it because, God, I just don't give a fuck. You know, who cares?
Nevada, all these horrible tragedies, and he's bored and would rather cause a Twitter storm with the Packers.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking lame, isn't it? Honestly, right, I'm at the point where I wish everyone would just accept that Donald Trump is effectively just an overgrown child at this point. Just get over it. I mean, look, do you think you're gonna fucking change him? Of course you're not, right? So you guys should probably try and rise above it. That's all I'm saying.
Then says he wants to lower our taxes. Then who's gonna pay for his extravagant trips back and forth with his fam to his golf resorts and his mansions?
Well, he's a billionaire, okay? I mean, if there are budget shortfalls, then you can say, well, Donald, I'm afraid you just have to pay for your own trips. Just saying, you know? He wants to lower your taxes. Oh, no. Worst president ever.
Same shit that he tormented Hillary for and he slandered, then does it more.
Oh, poor Hillary. He tormented her. Oh, poor innocent Hillary. She didn't do nothing. Oh, get fucked, Eminem. Come on. Look at this fucking expression. Oh, dude, she was fucking scum. She still is fucking scum. The idea that anyone could be like, oh, Hillary's the poor victim of Donald Trump. Hillary is like she's like Emperor Palpatine, alright? She is a scheming, manipulative woman. And the fact that she's a woman is not the problem. The fact that she's scheming and manipulative absolutely is the problem. As if, like, there is anyone who doesn't really understand this. But I know there are going to be people who say, oh, you just hate her because she's a woman. No. If that were the case, I'd hate Tulsi Gabbard. But she's currently my waifu, because she's two-dimensional in my mind.
From his endorsement of banning support for the Klansmen.
Yeah, Donald, I absolutely denounce the KKK. Trump loves the KKK. It's just big supporter. He's a big fan of them.
Tiki torches in hand for the soldier that's black and come.
Oh yeah, I condemn everyone involved in these rallies. I condemn the alt-right. I condemn the alt-left. Donald Trump's in favour of the alt-right, clearly. Why? It's just retarded. You know, it's the alt-right were in favour of Donald Trump. And even then, there were interviews with Richard Spencer and speeches with Richard Spencer where he's like, well, he's not really in favour of what we want, but he's the best we've got. Which is honestly, I think, how most people treat Donald Trump. I mean, like, I would never normally be wearing a MAGA hat. I'm just doing it because I know it's going to piss a certain kind of person off, and I want to piss those people off. Donald Trump, Louis Levi said it best. He's like, he's the only tool we've got. He's like the world's most blunt fucking saw. or a soft hammer or something. But it's literally all we have to try and fix the problems. So it's like, okay, well, we're going to have to use him then. And so when he actually manages to do something good, like smash the fucking media, calling them fake news, just dressing them down, marvellous. When he calls out socialism, when he calls out Antifa, fucking perfect. When Stephen Miller just nails Jim Acosta, that's finally, someone says something about this and actually is like confronting these people, and Eminem's just there talking absolute fucking nonsense. Go on, keep waffling at people. I'm sure this is important.
Was home from Iraq and is still told to go back to Africa. Fork and a dagger in this racist 94-year-old grandpa.
What the fuck are you talking about? You hysterical old man. What are you fucking on about? What has Donald Trump got to do with any of this? Do you think Donald Trump started racism in America?
Who keeps ignoring our past historical deplorable factors. Now if you're a black athlete...
Bitch, the reason you are saying and referring to things that happened before you were born is because these problems, legally speaking, were solved before you were born. Do you think Donald Trump... Maybe I tell you what, right? What we should do, petition Donald Trump. Donald Trump, please end the slave trade. Donald Trump, please end Jim Crow. And then, when Donald Trump signs an executive order ending the slave trade, ending Jim Crow, maybe, just fucking maybe, you can stop referencing it. Just for 5 minutes. I mean, you don't have to stop permanently, but maybe, just maybe, we can talk about something that happened, I don't know, in the last 20 years. Would that be okay? Is that not far enough back for you guys? Of course it's fucking not.
You're a spoiled little brat for trying to use your platform or your stature.
What are you doing?
To try to give those a voice who don't have one.
That's exactly what Donald Trump has done. I did a video on this where he was like, I've seen the media destroy lives, and the only reason that doesn't happen to me is because I have this platform right here, and he's absolutely right. I've seen it too. I mean, hell, it probably would have happened to me if I didn't have my platform, because it's not like I haven't had my fair share of hit piece articles written. God forbid what it looks like when you Google my fucking name. But no, don't worry, Eminem. Media didn't do nothing. Donald Trump's a fucking monster. He doesn't represent a certain kind of disenfranchised person, a certain demographic that happens to live, I don't know, flyover states, I think you call them. Don't worry about that. Carry on.
He says you're spitting in the face of vets who fought for us, you bastards.
Couldn't understand a word of that.
Unless you're a POW who's tortured and battered, because to him you're zeros because he don't like his war heroes captured.
Hang on, wasn't that just him bitching out John McCain? I didn't think. Maybe he's maybe he's there to the other POWs. Like, there's a war. 20 American soldiers got captured in Afghanistan. It's like, well, I'm really sorry to hear that, but my war heroes don't get captured. Ching. Maybe. I don't follow him that closely, to be honest. I guess I should probably check to see how many POWs he's been rejecting, or maybe he was just talking shit to John McCain. I'm just saying.
That's not disrespecting the military.
You fucking hate the military. The far left hates the military. Do you not remember the white supremacist, capitalist, imperialist patriarchy that's currently oppressing poor people of colour all over the world? You sit there going, oh, you hate the military. Shut up. So do you. What are you going to point the finger? Fuck off. Incidentally, I don't hate the military. So I can sit there and tell you both to get fucked, I guess.
This is for Colin. Ball up a fist.
Oh, it's for multi-millionaire football player, is it? Yeah, those poor oppressed multi-millionaire football players. Didn't it get called like someone, not Time Man of the Year, it was like a different magazine called most, Man of the Year or Citizen of the Year or something. I was like, wow, that poor oppressed person who just can't get a break.
And keep that shit bald, like Donald the bitch. He's gonna get rid of all immigrants.
And that's not your problem, because immigrants don't tend to live in Hollywood, do they? Don't tend to live in your, 15-room mansion? I don't fucking know how big it is. I don't even know how many you've got. But immigrants, certainly not your problem. I mean, maybe if you lived, oh, I don't know, bordering Texas or something, or in Texas, and near the Mexican border, where you've got a bunch of Mexican shantytowns that are incredibly poor, which means they're incredibly crime-ridden, and you happen to live in a town that's near these, you might think, well, maybe immigration is actually a bad thing. If you see your wages, the real spending power of your wages, decreasing each year because of the million people the US is allowing in every year, you might think, well, this is a problem. But to you, it's not a problem at all. So this is why you don't care. This is why you just don't give a fuck. And it's kind of amazing, considering your humble background, Eminem, how you've managed to forget where you came from.
He's gonna build that thing up taller than this.
Ooh, nice bit of class shaming. Those fucking rednecks. They're all a bunch of racists. They're all ignorant. They don't know what's good for them. You know what they need? More immigrants. That's good for them, isn't it, Eminem? But, you know, don't let me stop you. Don't let me stop a multi-millionaire class shame a bunch of impoverished rednecks. You carry on. You're the one with the moral high ground here, you fucking twat.
Well, if he does build it, I hope it's rock solid with bricks.
Yeah, me too. Because otherwise it'd be a shit wall.
Because like him in politics, I'm using all of his tricks. Because I'm throwing that piece of shit against the wall till it sticks.
So, Eminem hopes Donald Trump builds a big, beautiful wall. Confirmed.
And any fan of mine who's a supporter of his...
Oh, I see where this is going. This is not a good idea. Don't attack your own audience, you fucking morons.
I'm drawing in the sand a line.
By the way, you're all cunts. But you knew I think you're all cunts. You're all garbage humans. But no, sorry guys. Sorry, Eminem. I'm busy talking to the people watching rather than you. Carry on.
You're either for or against.
Eminem admits to being a Sith Lord.
And if you can't decide who you like more in your split on who you should stand beside, I'll do it for you with this. You.
Okay. Fuck you too. I mean, I was never a fan, but if I was a fan, and I was, I don't know, a poor white kid in one of these kind of more rural places who liked the fact that you pulled yourself up out of nothing, you had guts, you had fucking vigor, you got out there and did shit, and I respected that, and then suddenly you're like, you know what, fuck you, because you support the wrong political person, I'd be like, wow, I'm pissed. I would be legitimately pissed, and probably hurt, like, emotionally hurt by it, but thankfully I'm not. I don't have to give a fuck about your fan base. You do, dummy.
The rest of America, stand up. We love our military, and we love our country.
Are you even paying attention to what the left is saying? They fucking hate the military, they hate the cops, they hate the rest of your country. You know, do you not hear them saying, you know, no cops, no KKK, no USA at all? And so, no cops, no wall, no USA at all, something like that. Do you not understand that you're with the globalists? You're with the people who are anti your country and my country and every other country. You are literally, and you're arguing for their position, for mass immigration, for open borders, for the end of your own national sovereignty. You're arguing for that in this fucking video, you half-educated moron. Would you just sit down and think through your own positions for a fucking second? Think through the inconsistencies in what you're saying. You don't love your country. You don't love the people in your country. You fucking just attacked half of the nation. You fucking moron.
But we hate Trump!
And you know, it's unbelievably funny to me that of all the things that Donald Trump didn't react to, this was one of them. I mean, and I love the fact that you're pissed off that Donald Trump doesn't give a fuck about you. That is the funniest thing in the world to me. I mean, Donald Trump is so unbelievably thin-skinned and petty, he tweets about literally everything constantly. And to be honest with you, it's got to the point where I'm glad he does. Just because it pisses everyone else off. We've got 76% of Americans saying, I really wish Donald Trump stopped tweeting. No, you carry on, Donald. You just keep fucking tweeting, mate. If they all want you to stop, you carry the fuck on. And if Eminem wants you to reply, you keep your mouth shut.